Yo, what's going on, guys? Schmidt here. Welcome back to another video. And today, guys, we've got a big video for you guys today. So if you guys have not heard, the Infinite Warfare multiplayer reveal was yesterday on Friday, September 2nd. And it was pretty crazy. We got a lot of information thrown our way and a lot of stuff that we've been thinking about and wondering what's going to happen with Infinite Warfare. And now we have a lot of that information at our fingertips, and we know a lot of it. So I'm going to cover a bunch of it for you guys today and give my opinion on it as well. And I just want to say a few things before we start the video. First of all, this might be a bit of a longer video just because there's so much information. I'll get to that in a second here with Infinite Warfare. So I apologize if it's a little bit longer, but I don't want to do multiple videos and talk about a bunch of things and all these kind of different videos. I figure like it's just better to do it all in one video for you guys. I think that would be better than just a bunch of videos covering different things. Granted, because I don't have gameplay of all that stuff as well, so it wouldn't really make any sense. So apologize if this is a longer video, but there's a lot of information, a lot of stuff to talk about with you guys. Second of all, if you guys know me, like I said, this is going to be an opinionated video as well, so obviously there's going to be some bias here. You know, just my opinion basically is going to be thrown out at you guys. And for those of you guys that know me, especially those of you that know me personally, I'm generally a positive person, and I don't like to hop on hate bandwagons no matter what it is. And it's, especially with Call of Duty. This one, even more importantly, because I feel like this one has just a huge hate bandwagon, and hopping on that would probably just not be the smartest thing to do, so I try not to do that. However, this is not going to be a 100% positive video. Do not get that mixed up. There are some things that do worry me about this game, and we'll get to that here real quick. So basically, I'm going to split this video into two parts. What I thought of while watching the trailers and the overviews, and then what I thought of when I saw full fluid gameplay and how everything played out. Starting off with the trailer, and my first phrase that I'm going to give you guys for what I thought of when I saw the trailer, basically just to narrow it down and to put it simply, too much. I mean, if you guys look at the trailer, and it's about 3 minutes long, there is so much stuff thrown at you in this trailer that you have to watch it 5 times over just to be able to gather all of the information and what happened. There is so much, there's so much change, there's so much added with this game. It's insane. Like, and I don't really know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, personally, and I'm a guy that looks at the positive side of things, and I don't know that that's a great thing. I really don't know. There's a lot of change. I mean, we've been worrying about this movement system and how things are going to work in the gameplay and all of this stuff. And I think that's honestly the least of our worries at this point. You know, we know we had Black Ops 3 movement. We've known that for a while. We didn't really know what we're getting with the guns, but we kind of know that now. That's the least of our worries. I mean, there's just so much stuff that has changed and been added in this game that it's crazy. And like I said, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. We'll have to wait and see once we get our hands on the gameplay. A little plug-in, by the way, if you guys have been wondering about a beta, you guys have probably heard this news already, but there is going to be a beta for Infinite Warfare. Starts on October 14th for PlayStation 4 and follows shortly thereafter for Xbox One, which I think is pretty cool. All you gotta do is pre-order the game, and I'm excited to do that. So that'll be our first hands-on, assuming you guys aren't at COD XP playing. So that'll be our first hands-on with the game, but it's just, there's so much. There is so much in this game. There's so much change. I really don't know. So starting off with, I guess the first thing, in this thing I did not want to see return from Black Ops 3. The movement I didn't really care about. Black Ops 3 movement's fine with me, and it looks like they've made it pretty fluid, but anyway, this is one thing I didn't want to see back in Black Ops 3. They've basically brought specialists back in a different way, and in a way that I can't really judge purely off of whether it's toned down or whether it's more of the same thing. But they've basically brought them back, and what they're called now is they're called combat rigs. And basically what they are is you pick a certain type of rig, and they're all outfitted in different play styles. There's one for more aggressive players, there's one for more casual sit-back sniper players. They're all centered around different types of play styles, and they all have different abilities. And basically you get basically what we think of now as a specialist weapon, and you also get a specialist ability. You get both, and I really, like I said, I don't know how this is going to work until I get more gameplay that I can see and get hands-on with it and just see how it fits with the game. But I don't know. It really it worries me. I just like I don't want to get too far away from person on person gunfights. I don't want to get too far away from that. In some of the abilities, man, there's an ability in the game where you're basically this robot on all fours slashing people like a freaking cheetah, man. Like I really don't know what to think of that. And like I said, it might not be as crazy as it seems. And one of the things with the trailer, guys, is trailers are designed to be so cinematically chaotic and just throw everything at you at once, which is not really good to judge a game off of, especially when we want games toned down and slowed down. So basically, with the trailer, my reaction was not the greatest. Next thing coming up is weapon variation. And don't freak out, it's not Advanced Warfare. We're getting chances at certain variants of weapons. Basically, there's going to be an in-game currency called salvage, and from what they've told us, the only way to earn it is to play the game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a way to purchase it later, but as of right now, you just play the game, and that's how you earn your salvage to purchase different changes to your weapons. So they're basically different weapon traits, and they vary from slightly increased accuracy on your weapon, slightly increased ammo in your weapon, increased damage to lower parts of the body, all different things like that. And I don't know. I don't think this is necessary. I don't know that it's bad or game breaking because it's not really dramatic changes to weapons. They seem like minor changes and nothing that's that big of a deal. But I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I don't like variants simply for the fact of what is the point of the base weapon if we're going to add in variants. No one's ever going to use the base weapon. We might as well, like, after 2 months, just take out the base weapons, because who is going to use them once we have variants? I just don't like that being taken away. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be game-breaking. From what I'm seeing right now, I don't think that's going to be a terrible thing, but it's just something that we're going to have to deal with, see how it rolls. But I don't know. It didn't really excite me at first, and I was kind of shocked that they brought anything involving the words weapon variation back into this game. I was shocked that was even mentioned. I was expecting an uproar to come up on stage when they announced that, but I don't know. Maybe it won't be too bad, but we'll have to wait and see how things roll later as the game develops. But moving on to the next thing, with going along with the weapon traits, one of the weapon traits for the variation is a legendary version. I forget the name of it. It starts with an A. Name escapes me, but basically it's the tactical nuke. The nuke that, as we've wanted back in Call of Duty for a little while, a lot of people really enjoy that, and it is going to be coming back, but it's going to be a weapon trait. So basically you have to have this trait already for this specific gun. You have to have that unlocked and I'm assuming purchased and all of that. So you need to have it for this specific gun already. And on top of that, you have to get 25 weapon kills, I'm assuming, just with that gun. I'm assuming that's how that's going to work. I don't really know, but I don't know. I feel like it just would have been a lot easier to put the nuke just back in as a kill streak. But I don't know. Like I said, not really game breaking, just something different. I don't really know. I just, like I said, I felt like it would have been better just as a kill streak, but I don't know, man. Moving on to something else that I think may not be great for Infinite Warfare, the lethals and tacticals. These things look absolutely ridiculous, and I don't mean necessarily in a good way. These things look like they could be dramatically overpowered, dramatically exploited, and overused. And, man, I don't know. One of them specifically, there's this black hole projector. And basically, you throw this thing, and it just starts sucking people in. Now, it made me feel a little bit better once I saw gameplay, seeing how it worked. But, when they announced this thing, a black hole projector, and it sucks people in, it gets people from around corners, and I'm just thinking, no, why? Why? Why do we want that? That's just too much. That's going to get so exploited and abused. Like, I don't want it just simply for that purpose. I didn't really want to see that. And then, there's all type. Basically, I didn't see the word frag grenade. I didn't see the word flashbang. I saw nothing standard. All of this stuff was just crazy. over the top, insane lethals and tacticals. And a lot of people have said, I just think they need to be tuned down. I mean, if there's a solid way to get away from a black hole projector, I don't think it'll be too bad. You know, if you're just paying attention, you can get away from this thing. I think that'll be fine. But I mean, if it's too overpowered, man, that thing could just get dramatically abused, and I don't want to see that. Now, going on to the second part of what I want to talk about here real quick is how my opinion quickly changed when I started to see, like, fluid gameplay. And what I mean is, like, start from the beginning of a TDM, watch it till the ending of a TDM, and just see how the game develops over the time of seeing the gameplay. In my opinion, changed a little bit. It made me feel better about the game, let's say. I mean, I wasn't like, oh, never mind, COD's okay, we're fine. It just made me think, okay, this might not be as bad as the trailer made it seem and how crazily exploited this game could be. So, starting off with the first thing, straight out of the gate, this looks like the best graphically looking and most fluid game of Call of Duty that I think we've ever had. A lot of people are saying the graphics look like crap. This looks like Advanced Warfare. This looks like Ghost. Like, what are these graphics? These are terrible. The game looks crystal clear. Okay? And basically the thing that just blew me away was the turning. I know, it sounds stupid, right? Just how the people turned in the game. But honestly, like, just the fluid turning of the game, it was so smooth, and like, it looked like just like a cinematic trailer, just how fluidly people were turning. It was crazy. I just think it looks really good. I think overall the graphics look really smooth, and it just looks like a really solid game visually. So that was pleasing. You know, I appreciated getting that, and that the game is going to look good. And it looks like it's just going to operate really smoothly, which was something that looked good. The HUD looks pretty nice. All of that stuff looks really good, and I think that's going to be good for the game. The new ways the scoreboard pops up, man, like, all that looks really cool, and I think that's going to be good. You know, the little things can really make the difference in a game, and I think stuff like this is going to make, or at least help, Infinite Warfare be a better game. Now, going on to the fluidity, I felt like over time, like I said with the trailer, the stuff, there's so much stuff going on at once in a trailer that you can't really narrow it down and see how it's going to work in the fluidity of a game. But as I watched, like, some of the games develop, like, the combat rigs, some of them didn't look too overpowered. They didn't look that bad. And as I watched the gameplay, it looked like they were pretty easily avoidable and they weren't too overpowered, which was good. You know, you can put all the crazy stuff in the game as long as it's not too OP. Like I said, it's not necessary, but, you know, if it's in the game, that's not too bad, you know. I don't know. But just watching the fluidity of a game develop over time made me feel better about the game, let's say. So, and you know, the movement, like I said, it's Black Ops 3 movement. I don't have a problem with that. I think the game is going to be fine overall, though. Like I said, guys, if you haven't seen just straight up like a game develop, like just a straight up TDM, I think you guys should check that out. I think the game looks a lot better that way. And I think, you know, if you guys were turned off by the multiplayer reveal trailer, maybe looking at that might change your opinion. You know, my job's not to try and change your guys' opinion, but I just think that it just makes the game look a bit different, and you'll have a different opinion on the game by looking at this. But anyway, guys, those are just kind of my thoughts on Infinite Warfare from what I saw from the trailer and from the gameplay that I've seen as well. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I don't think it'll be too bad. There's a lot of stuff thrown in that I don't really feel is necessary in the game, but I don't know, it might not all be bad, it might all be okay in the end. I want to get my hands on and just see how this thing works, but like I said, I'm not 100% just pumped about all the new stuff in the game either. I don't know how all of it's going to work, and I'm hoping it's not too crazy, but like I said, let me know what you guys think. I'm not 100% positive with this right now, like I normally am, and you know, I don't know, I'm hoping my opinion changes. I'm hoping this game's okay, but bottom line, we got COD 4, right? You know, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, smack the Schmidt out of the like button if you guys did enjoy. Also subscribe. We got more videos coming soon. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.